Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Indigo Plateau live show and podcast. I am GhostTypeGhost, and I am here with... Who are you? Who is that?
What, Forgetful was last week.
Wait, no, but you look... There's like no facial hair?
Yeah, and there's no hair, but...
Oh, it's Docs who aged back 20 years. Hello.
Hey, you know what? I'll take getting carded in exchange for that.
It looks good. It looks good.
I didn't want to spend 8 hours with a mask on with all that going on, so...
That's fair. Although, would the hair have been a nice buffer to like...
No, it gets real itchy.
Oh, does it really?
For me, at least, it gets super itchy.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
And like, you get warm and sweaty and you can't like...
That sounds terrible. So, yeah, maybe that was a good call to shave all that.
Yeah, so if I'm gonna be locked up somewhere for 8 hours that I have to wear a mask, yeah, that's the move.
Oh, that's fair. You're gonna tell everyone where you're going?
Going to the Vanguard Championship Series in Chicago.
And what will you be doing there?
Winning.
And what else are you doing? Winning? Just winning? Is that all you're doing?
I mean, at the tournament, yeah. But no, outside of that, we're going to go to the biggest Starbucks in the world. We're going to go to the aquarium where I proposed and maybe meet Mama May. So,
how big is this Starbucks? Hold on.
It's called the Starbucks Roastery. It's in Chicago. It's on the pier. And it's supposed to be like the largest Starbucks in the world. And like they actually make the coffee there and stuff.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah. So, plus I get to meet all my friends that I made during the pandemic. Well, not all, but most of my friends that I made during the pandemic. So
that's awesome. Yeah,
it's super cool. Even the person who taught me how to play the game. So
nice. Oh, Allie says it's 5 stories high.
Yes, it's a big boy Starbucks.
I want to go to a big boy Starbucks.
It's just a 7-hour drive or 1-hour flight away. Your choice.
7 hours. That's a little.
Isn't that like technology? I sound like the guy in the starting town. One of my favorite NPCs. Technology is amazing, right? Like I can get from here to Chicago in 1 hour in the air or 7 hours on the ground. Technology is amazing.
Yeah. Or
I love that guy.
Why don't you just? You could just walk. How long do you think it would take to walk? I
would die first. I'm not. Look, I'm not the smartest man. I don't claim to be. I'd probably be like, yeah, I can cut a half hour off if I just go across the 4-lane highway. And boom, there I go, off someone's fender. So.
Just jump on someone's car who's going in the direction you need to go and just kind of hop off of the cars. That should be fine.
You mind if I tag along? just
on their windshield.
Yeah. No, even better. I'll get a skateboard. And I'll hold on to the back of their car, Back to the Future style. And I'll just tail along, just hold on to the fender the entire way on the highway.
Yes, I think that's how you should actually be doing this.
Yeah, 70 miles an hour on a highway with no frequent police presence. What can go wrong?
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, scrape knee at the most.
Ah, God, you already did that with baseball.
Scraped and smashed. So yes.
Gross.
How are you?
I'm tired.
That's a happy face.
I'm tired. You know what? It's been a week, but we're not going to dwell on that because we have some stuff to talk about today, Docs.
I would hope so. Otherwise, these people are going to be very disappointed.
Do you want to introduce our very first topic?
Ever? Because that was like a while ago.
No. In this episode.
Oh, much easier because I don't remember what episode 1 was. Go back, listen, and let me know.
Oh, I do. It was our origins. It was just all about us and our history.
That's my favorite topic. So,
wow. Okay.
If we didn't learn about last week's or during Best Friends discussion last week that I love everything about me, I don't know when we'll ever learn that. So, but tonight, this is something that I could never be myself, if I'm being honest. We're going to start part of our recurring series on the worst Elite Four member / champion of each region. We're going to go in order, Kanto all the way up to Galar. Spoiler alert, this one was kind of easy. So at least in our eyes, it's easy.
I accidentally made the right choice by accident.
Well, I mean, when you look at them on paper, there's only one right choice, because you would think that the Elite Four should have some sort of, like the gym leaders, they have a common typing theme, grass, water, blah, blah, blah. But they should have Pokemon that cover each other's weaknesses, or have a secondary typing that makes their weakness not such a liability. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But probably because they were still figuring out the game and there was only 151 Mons. Bruno? Come on. You can't call him an Elite Four member. I'm sorry.
Dang, that was pretty rough. You can't call him Elite Four member at all?
No. Look, okay. So let's look at his team. I think the only variation to his team in any version comes in Fire Red Leaf Green.
Fire Red Leaf Green. Let's take a look.
I think that's his last appearance.
No, it says Gen 7.
Gen 7. What did he do there?
I have no idea.
I don't know what Bruno did there, but
I don't know. They're all there. Gen 7. What would have been in Gen 7? What's Gen 7? Alola.
Oh, champion rematches? Is he a champion rematch?
Yeah, it says initial and then it says rematch. So
okay, they're okay. But in his capacity as an Elite Four member, he only changes to have a Steelix from an Onix. I love me a Steelix, so I'm not complaining. But this man's original team that he had to rock out with, now his whole gimmick was, I'm a big, strong boulder guy. I have granite in my biceps. So there's that. But then you see his team, it's fighting types.
Well, yeah, so 3 fighting types. We got what? Machamp,
the Hitmons.
Yeah, and Hitmons, and then 2 Onixes.
Right. So you have 2 Onixes which have two quad weaknesses. Both of which are starters. So you had a 2 out of 3 shot of just clicking Surf there. No abilities, so Sturdy wasn't a thing. Sandstorm wasn't a thing. He's a product of his generation. And despite that, they gave him more fighting types than rock types. And I don't see it.
Well, he's supposed to be fighting. It says type fighting, so that.
Oh, he's supposed to be fighting?
Yeah, so you don't even know what he's supposed to be. Who knows?
His team sucks. I thought he's supposed to be rock type guy.
No, so, okay, well, that would be really sad if he was supposed to be rock and they just gave him 2.
That was one of my big beefs. So fighting type, they could have given him a Primeape and a Mankey instead of 2 Onixes.
Yeah, or even so. Here's the thing: in the Gen 7, it says he did get a Poliwrath, which is part fighting. So maybe they could have still given him a Poliwrath. It's secondary, but
Poliwrath, that would have helped. That would have helped. If someone went to Surf on the Onix, so yeah, that definitely would have helped. But so I got his gimmick wrong, but it's their fault for including Onix and not other fighting types. It's not my fault.
To be fair, though, Agatha, who is obviously I like her, she's technically considered the ghost,
right?
But she has a Zubat and a Arbok, which I don't know why they just didn't make her poison at that point. It would have made more sense.
Yeah, exactly. She could have been a poison type Elite Four member because Gengar's part poison.
Yeah, I don't know why they even it looks like in the initial and then rematch in Gen 7, they gave her a Weezing and a Golbat. I get that that's what she had a Golbat, but they could have. There was so many more ghost type at that point. Yeah. They could have switched it up.
Yeah, at that point, yeah. But that's one reason why I didn't give her as hard of a time as I'm giving Bruno, because she's a product of her timing, just like he was. There's only Ghastly, Gengar, and Haunter in Gen 1. So the branding on her was wrong, but she at least had a better team.
Yeah, right. No, exactly. At least the team is better.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I love a Steelix, but Steelix wasn't around then. And there were more, if you want to call someone the fighting type Elite Four member, at that point, you got to give them at least some not Poliwrath, Primeape. And then Poliwrath's one that I didn't even think of.
Yeah, there was
So
enough. There was enough to give him. I don't
yeah,
know why they
yeah,
gave him an Onyx.
Hitmon's been champ, Primeape, and yeah.
Two Onyxes, nonetheless.
Yeah, which again, if you had a starter, 2 out of 3, you're gonna wallop that thing.
It's true.
So he's clearly the worst. There's no chance.
Yeah, sorry, Bruno. I just picked Bruno because of his team, and I didn't like it.
I mean,
Whether or not it was strong was not my priority here. I just was like, if I had, I mean, Agatha, of course, was just a shoo-in. Lorelei, so like I don't typically like ice type Pokemon, but I like all the ice type that she has, minus the Jinx. Jinx is whatever.
I was gonna say, so what we have Cloyster, we have Jinx, we have Lapras, and
Dugong,
and
Slowbro.
Jinx,
Did you say Slowbro?
No.
She has Slowbro, which
so
I love Slowbro.
Yeah, Jinx, I really don't care for. I don't like her for the simple reason that I can never beat her. Like if I'm playing vanilla Gen 1,
yeah,
I can't beat her.
That's why you need a fire type. Well, actually, never mind. Doesn't matter because it's on. You're right. Oh my god.
Yeah,
you're right.
Everybody except for Jinx, right? So you can't take a fire type in there.
Dang, you were right. I'm like, just fire. It's not gonna work.
You take a fighting type in there, Jinx can still mess you up. So, I mean, I guess once you get past Jinx, you're okay.
Rogue is very surprised I don't like ice type, even though how many times have I said it at this point?
Well,
how many times have I said it?
Ice is so it's just like rock. Ice and rock are the same to me.
One's just cold.
Yeah, one's cold, one's room temperature. There you go.
I like a lot of Pokemon that have like secondary ice, like I said. Well, wait, Slowbro's not even ice. That's water psychic.
He's not ice, but again, that stops you from bringing in a fighting type to mess up the ice types.
Real quick,
Lorelei just has a really good team.
Yeah, and Rogue, since we're still talking about this, put in chat which ice types you really like, and then I'll let you know if what page we're on here, because I don't dislike all ice types. Just generally, ice is just not my favorite. Yeah. I'm just curious.
It's mid tier, but so then you have Lance, and there is so with the way Gen 1's programmed, there is an infinite hack to beating Lance.
There is?
Yes.
What is this?
So you know his Dragonites?
Yeah.
Put out a fighting type.
Are they strong against dragon? Is fighting strong against dragon?
Nope. In fact, fighting is resisted because it's dragon flying.
Oh, wait.
So why would I put out a fighting type then? If he's gonna resist my fighting type moves, did I just lose my Pokeballs, or do I have a reason?
I my brain, I don't know.
I've got a reason. The way Gen 1's programmed, they always go for the super effective move. And the CPU does not have PP. So, everyone laugh. So, if you put out a fighting type, Dragonite's always going to use agility. And it will never stop because it doesn't run out of PP.
Oh.
Because agility is a psychic type move. So it's going to get fast as heck, boy. But it's never going to attack you.
Oh.
So you just throw out a fighting type.
Oh my god, I would have never known. Real quick. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
I've just because I've played and watched so much. That's the only reason I picked that up.
So real quick, Rogue is naming off Pokemon. So Lapras, I consider more water, first of all. Snom, love Snom. Ice-Q, don't like. Swinubline is fine. Spheal is cute, but again, I consider that more water. Cubchoo's adorable. Glaceon, I dislike Glaceon, so there we go. What?
We're going to have an ice type discussion later.
Which one are you shaking your head about? All of them?
Most of those, yeah.
You like all those or dislike?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, I said I like 90% of them. I just don't like Ice-Q. The one I said, I hate it when it loses its ice head. It looks so bad. I'm sorry, but I
hang,
literally said I like the rest except Glaceon. I don't like Glaceon.
I'm gonna hang out with some penguins tomorrow too. So
Real life penguins are adorable. I love them.
Yeah. So Lance has Dragonite, has Dragonair, has Aerodactyl, right? Doesn't he have Aerodactyl?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't see much challenge in him, but just because of the Pokemon he does get, they are fairly strong. I mean, you can work around with Lance pretty easily, but he's still definitely deserving of the champion spot.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Dragon. That was like super strong. Well,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, back in the day, how many ice type or how many Pokemon can learn Ice Beam? Just like Lapras.
Perhaps.
And one of the Nidos, King or Queen, could learn it too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I would always pick them up on one of the early routes, and then get the Ice Beam TM from. Is it the little girl with the drinks, or is it the department store? One of the two sells Ice Beam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I just have one of the Nidos with Ice Beam for Dragonite. So
I didn't know that.
yeah, but I don't know. I feel like did we miss anybody? I don't think we missed anybody,
No,
right?
that was all of them.
Yeah. So it's truly an Elite Four. It's not an Elite Four plus champion.
No, it's not plus champion.
Right. So maybe maybe you call it the weakest because there is no separate champion.
Wait, what are you saying? What about the champion though?
Because Lance is supposed to be the champion of the region, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is,
so
isn't he?
Yeah, so it's not 4 plus champion.
Wait, when did they start doing a champion?
Gen 2, right?
I don't know. my whole world, I didn't even think about that. I was like, yeah then because whatchamacallit becomes a champion. Doesn't Red technically? In the sequel. In Gen 2.
He took over Giovanni's gym.
Oh, okay. See, like, here's the thing. Again, I started with Gen 3, so I don't really know.
But yeah, so it's a weaker Elite Four, maybe because they don't have a champion, or a pure champion, I should say. But I don't know. I have a hard time with Lorelei. Everyone else, I just curb stomp.
Oh, dang. Well, sorry, Bruno. You made our first spot on the worst Elite Four in Kanto. Sorry, bud.
After we get through all the regions, we'll compose a fake tournament of all of them and just
the worst of the worst.
Yeah, exactly. See who gets to be the best of the worst and who's the worst of the worst.
Oh, great.
But I don't know. That's all I got for that one.
Yeah, well, we are in agreement. So, Docs, do you want to introduce our next topic? Our main topic.
Our main lobster topic. That's when you say main, all I think of is lobster, and I'm allergic, so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So our central topic. That way, I'm not allergic. Nobody's gonna see me puff up and turn red, unless I say "oh penis" again.
You don't.
Things in the Pokemon universe that don't make sense. Anything from stuff in the games, just general ideas and concepts, to Pokemon themselves, how they work, how they evolve.
Yes.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you just gotta like close your eyes and hope that you believe. So my apps, and this has become less of a thing recently, but what makes the absolute least sense for me in any and all game, cut bushes.
Oh. Yeah.
Obviously, we've taken that out in more recent generations, but like that was always a thing. I'm just like playing in my backyard. I could probably like run through the fence if I had to. So if an evil team is trying to stop me with a bonsai tree, I'm just gonna run through the fence instead. Like,
yeah,
it was not a legitimate
obstacle.
Barrier.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I get the point, but like, come on, really? Like, you couldn't think of anything else? Any other way to stop progression?
A Snorlax is a legitimate barrier.
That is true.
A bonsai tree is not.
Yeah, you could. I mean, I was gonna say you could cut it down, but like you could just go. You could go around it. You could just I
There
don't
is no
know.
such thing as a solid tree.
S-
I mean,
Wait, what?
even oh, you can't see it. I don't think you can. Let's say even the Homer in the bushes, Funko, where you know the GIF, the scene where Homer
Oh
just
yeah.
goes to the. I'm like,
Yes.
you can even do that, okay? It's actually that Funko right there. Yeah, so it's not. Come on, Pokemon, it's not. It's not legit. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. That and I mean Rock Smash. It just depends on how big the rocks are.
Yeah, I could. Do I punch it myself? You know, is it a small rock? Can I push it? You know, like, do I really need a Pokemon to come out and throw the hammer down, or can I just have like my War Turtle help me push?
I don't. I don't know. I mean,
But then that's strength. That's
those you
so
push. So
yeah.
it's got to be smaller than a boulder that you push. So because then you would just push the
Yeah.
rock. So you could just climb this rock. I feel like you could climb the rock.
Let's just lump in all HM limitations.
Yeah.
Don't make sense.
Well, surf makes sense.
Most 10-year-olds can swim
Not across like large bodies of water.
if they're good at it.
Yeah. Do you want to tell the audience if you could swim, Docs?
Yeah, I am actually that's why I'm going to Chicago. It's not for Vanguard, it's not for Starbucks. I am in the Olympic qualifiers for the men's 100-meter relay. So
Oh, it was all a lie.
yeah, 100% a lie.
Terrio said, "Screw the fly, HM. Just flap your arms hard enough." See, look.
It's all plot armor. There
That's
you
all
go.
you did. You could. The only one that you actually need is surf. You could fly. It's fine.
Yeah, so I've got those. More things about the game specifically. Until X and Y, where's Mom going to bed? Are we co-sleeping?
She's on the flow.
Does Mom sleep in the kitchen?
She sleeps in the fridge.
Like she just sleeps standing up in the fridge.
Yeah.
If you have a big enough fridge or a short enough mom, I guess that works.
Right. There's no food in there. They just gutted it, and that's where she. You don't eat.
She goes to the market every day just so she can sleep in the fridge. I mean, like, you only have so much to do to code, but like you can put an extra room on a house.
I don't know. Back then, I mean, I think one room was just too much.
Well, think about the riddle guy from Hoenn. All of the stuff that they probably had to go through to put that maze in there.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me they couldn't, just add another staircase and screen for your mom's bedroom?
No. Fridge it is. That makes sense to me. She just lives in the fridge.
I don't know. I'm not buying it.
Sorry, Mom.
But then here's another environmental question. Where, who, how do all of the things affected by elemental moves come from or go to? Example, earthquake.
Mhm.
Okay? That's a big thing.
Yeah.
It's not like you're tickling the Rhydon's feet. He is smashing the ground, all right?
Yeah. I just every other minute there's just an earthquake because all these 10-year-olds are fighting with
Exactly.
Pokemon. I never thought of that.
How does the ground reset? Like, do they do it like a hockey rink? You know how like hockey rinks are like, stored off site and then pieced together and then painted and stuff, in arenas? Like, is that what they do? Do they have in the Gen 1 anime, didn't they have like fields that came out of the ground and like pulled together and stuff?
Yeah.
So like what? Like, if it's not an organized stadium, how does that happen?
It doesn't.
Like,
Unless earthquake isn't an actual earthquake.
yeah, I mean, like, if my Emboar sneezes in the forest, it's gonna catch fire.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I would be more concerned about the fire types everywhere.
Yeah, and I mean, we got the Squirrel Squad. We know they're out there fighting fires, but like electricity. I mean, does Pikachu literally know how to gather neutrons and bring them down in one focused beam?
Yeah, because that one doesn't come from Pikachu, right? It comes from the sky.
Right. Or like, generating electricity in their bodies. You could say that's biology of Pokemon. Cool, that's explainable. But then like fire stuff, that's huge, right?
That's it. Yeah, I can see that being a big deal, especially if you battle inside.
Yeah. Like if I'm at the Starbucks Reserve and someone says, "Hey, let's have a fight," and I bust out my fire type, everyone's getting an extra roasted latte because that place is going up.
That's the least thing they'll get.
I mean, there'll be a few other things, but yeah,
like burns.
Everything's gonna be twice roasted. I don't know coffee terms. Someone tell me coffee terms.
Twice roasted. Is that a thing? Is that a coffee thing?
Look, I'm just glad to be on the team. But yeah, so all the elemental stuff, where does it come from? Where does it go? Is it from Cotton Eye Joe?
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. I heard it coming before it came, and then you said it, and now I'm sad.
One more thing that doesn't make sense to me, and then I'll let you rant.
Just one more thing.
Just one more. Why? And we know there's plot, but unless Meowth is something special, he learns how to talk because he's in love. Does no other Pokemon feel that strongly about someone or something?
No. Never.
They're all just cold-hearted.
Yeah, no, they're just indifferent. They're just like, you're cool.
Like, that Meowth cannot be that smart or that dedicated. I'm sorry.
He's an anomaly. He's just like a 1 in a million.
So in 25 years, they've never run into, well, I mean Mewtwo, but he's DNA. He's a lump of molecules.
Yeah.
All the psychic types, you're telling me that they aren't smart enough to learn how to talk?
Well, to be fair, in Jinx's Pokedex entry, it says it talks in something similar to English or something that sounds like English. So maybe Jinx are the closest thing to talking. Legitimately.
I don't want Jinx to talk to me though. That's the thing.
I mean, why not?
It doesn't make sense. Someone else in the Pokemon universe, if after all this time, all their adventures, Ash's Pikachu does not absolutely adore that man.
I would not adore that man. All he does is make me fight. Ash, get out of here.
If I'm a Pokemon, you have to like fighting to an extent, right? Otherwise you run away.
I don't know. This gets into the ethics of Pokemon. Let's not talk about that for today. Oh my god. Sorry. Rogue said, "Give me a big wet kiss Doxy boy." Jinx, probably.
I mean, I'm married. I'm sorry. I don't know. What clinks your clang? What grinds your gears?
Well, actually, Dox, what I did was pick some Pokemon evolutions that don't make sense. I'm gonna see if you agree or know if there's a reason behind this evolution that does not make sense, and maybe pick a way to fix it, to make it better. So
I am all about solutions. Let's go.
The first one, which I think is a very common one to talk about, is Remoraid to Octillery.
Yeah, that one's too far gone. I don't know if there's any saving that one.
So yeah, I know. So I know the premise behind these two were supposed to be weapons, and if you saw the beta versions of them, Remoraid looked more like a legitimate gun. Like, it was still a fish, but it looked like a gun, and Octillery looked more like a tank. However, they changed the design, and now it's just a fish and an octopus. So that don't make no sense.
Yeah. I mean, even a gun to a tank didn't make too much sense.
No, but it's connected with the violence and war theme, I guess.
We're all brought together by violence, let's face it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's not sitting right with me. No matter what I try to do to it. I mean, that is still a very loose connection to me. To fix it, make them separate single stage Pokemon. Just cut the family ties.
Just get out of here.
Yeah.
Or like I would just switch one to the like I think the octopus. I think Octillery is much cooler than Remoraid, so I would just make another octopus and get Octillery or Remoraid out of here. Goodbye.
No, like a baby squid.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
Squidding. The squid Pokemon.
Squidding. So the next one I have is Clam Pearl to Huntail / Gorbis. Why does it evolve from a clam with some pearls in it to an eel thing? Eels? Are they
Yeah.
eels?
Yeah, this has to do with their items.
Okay, go on.
So their items are their evolution methods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't know
the scale.
the DC tooth and scale.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So then I know that's what ties into the design,
Yes.
because one's more fishy, scaly, and the other one's got the big ugly tooth.
It has several ugly teeth, but yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Really.
But why? But why a clam and pearl to eels?
Bottom feeders? I don't. Maybe the. I don't. I'm not. I'm not the marine biologist that I wanted to be when I was 12. But does it have to do with anything with like the depth of sea that they're at? Like, because don't you have to use dive to get those items in the original games? So is it like, clams are more prevalent at sea level, and then the deeper you go down, you find the uglier prehistoric fish?
Yeah, probably. All the ugly Pokemon are at the bottom.
I'll ask the aquarium tomorrow. That's my question.
Okay, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go ask the aquarium. You're gonna report back next week, and we're talking about water Pokemon anyway. So there we go.
Yeah, so that's why I'm going to the aquarium before the swim meet so I can get some practice in. I'm just gonna hop in with the sharks first for a little motivation, and then I'll be ready for Saturday's swim meet. So
there we go. Yeah, I don't understand. And the more I look at Clamperl, I had to look at its name again. That doesn't even look like a Pokemon. It's so strange.
It's just a clam.
Anyways, okay, so this was a list I pulled, by the way. Full disclosure. Yeah. The next one is an interesting one. Dragonair to Dragonite. While I think it makes sense in a way, but also the designs are just so drastically different.
They are really, really different. I think if anything, the colors should have kept the same. I'm not against the evolution as a whole, like the transformation from a little slippery eye to a big boy.
A little slippery guy to a big boy. Oh boy.
I'm not against that. There are plenty of Pokemon that go from super wimpy to look at Magikarp. But if their names didn't both start with dragon, and you didn't have a pre-established relationship in your brain, I don't think you'd put them together. If you just had like a pile of Pokemon cards with pictures and no names,
no,
and they said complete the evolution chain, I don't think you'd grab them.
No, they'd put Dratini and Dragonair together, and then Dragonite would be a standalone. The only thing that really connects them is their little baby horn. They have
the little Bigleys.
Yeah, I saw a fan art of Dragonite, if it made sense, and it was the blue color. Its wings were like similar to the wings on Dragonair's head, those, and it fit just perfectly. Like they could have done that, and then still kept him a chunky boy.
Yeah, I'm not. The color scheme is the only thing I'm not a fan of, and that's exactly what would stop people from associating them. So yeah, it doesn't make much sense. You're right.
I'm just curious what made them make him orange, because it's the same. The thing about it is it's the same colors as Charizard, basically.
Yeah,
close enough. Some sort of orange and the blue wing. So like, why would they do that? He's just,
I don't know,
chunky Charizard. So strange.
Yeah, that's unusual. All right.
So that doesn't quite make sense.
It's Gen 1. We give Gen 1 a pass around here.
Okay, so these two, I'm fairly the next set, I'm fairly certain you would agree or maybe disagree that they don't make sense because they have Shelmet and Carablast to Escavalier and Esselgor, but their whole trading or evolution method makes sense to me. I mean, if you didn't know how that works with their armor switching,
Yeah.
then you would like at first glance, but I think it makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I think again, without any pre-established, you might mix them up. You know, pre-established knowledge of this, you'd mix them up. But I don't know. I don't think about those guys too often, actually.
Yeah, no. Again, bugs. We established bugs very, very underwhelming.
Those are at the bottom of my bugs.
All right, here's one. And I kind of agree with it. I always thought about this. Graveler to Golem.
Oh, that one makes total sense to me.
It does. They look nothing alike. So let me start by saying Geodude to Graveler makes perfect sense. So, however, Graveler to Golem, he loses a set of arms. Okay. His rock is it's completely different. It looks reptilian now. So it looks like a reptile that got stuck in a boulder. Though there's no connection there to the other two.
Okay. Do you think people would assume Shuckle to Golem?
Shuckle to Golem? No. What does that have to do with Shuckle?
Look at Shuckle. He's just a little pokey head guy coming out of a solid, smooth rock.
Yeah.
So, do you think it would make him? Wow, I'm dying. Do you think it'd make more sense if Shuckle evolved into Golem?
No.
Then where does Golem go?
He stays by himself, or they or they make Graveler or Golem look more like Graveler, where I just don't understand why it's like this reptile now, and the rock is a completely different color.
I've never seen him as reptilian at all.
Bro, look at him. He has like claws and arms, like animalistic arms, not rocks. Really, look at it. Look at it.
You ever heard of the face coming out of your shell?
There's no shell. That's a ball. That is a ball of rock.
I am not going to make that joke. I personally think it makes sense. He keeps getting bigger and stronger and smoother.
But he loses a set of arms. Why does he go from... Okay, so Geodude, he has just arms. Then he goes to 4 arms and a pair of legs. Then down to 2 arms and a pair of legs.
I know. Well, no. Okay, I know the answer.
Go ahead.
He lends them to Machamp.
Oh my God.
Machoke to Machamp gains arms. Graveler to Golem loses arms. Where do those arms go?
So you're saying a set of Machamp's arms are actually made out of rock?
Fan theory. Yep.
So this is why you like Machamp so much?
Have you seen Machamp flex?
Yes.
Looks like solid rock.
Oh my God. All right, how about we just do one more? We'll do one more. I'm trying to look through this list. Okay. This one is kind of interesting. Poliwhirl to Politoed. What happened there?
He put on a crown.
Well, in the literal sense, that's what happened.
The glow up is real. I mean, frogs are weird.
I feel like, okay, so like it's not as drastic of a change from Dragonair to Dragonite, but again, the color scheme is like completely different. The only thing that connects them, honestly, is the little swirl.
I think they missed the mark with Poliwrath. So they had to try to make it more froggy because tadpoles grew into frogs. So
yeah, Poliwhirl to Poliwrath is just too similar.
Yeah,
it is like almost the same thing.
So that was their intention. It has to be that was their intention.
I really like Politoed, but like, it's like a completely different species of frog.
Yeah. But I would argue that Poliwrath's not even a frog. So.
What would you consider? What do you think it is?
Couldn't tell you.
Do you consider Poliwhirl a frog?
He's more frog-like than Poliwrath. Yeah,
Poliwrath is just a little bit more top-heavy, I feel.
Yeah, exactly. Like his build doesn't fit frog. Frog's more in the legs. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. Politoed, his swirl is way less prevalent. He has a swirl on his head now, like a little antenna thing. I don't
And
know.
he's adorable.
He's very adorable. But they Poliwhirl and Politoed look so drastically different.
Yeah, I'm more of a Politoed fan than a Poliwrath fan. But for one
Really?
special, yes, but for one special listener, I'm definitely a Poliwhirl fan.
Oh yes. I was like, who? But I figured it out.
You've had a week. It's okay. Everybody here, pat Ghost on the head. Go a little pat, pat, pat.
I'm so tired. Anyone listening, I apologize for any lack of energy that you're sensing from me. I'm struggle busting today, but we're getting through it.
If I make it to 2 p.m. tomorrow, I will be a very happy camper.
You could do it. I have faith in you. Although I do want to real quick just say Yamper to Bolton was on here, and I disagree. The only thing that changes is the breed of dog. They are the same colors. Yeah. Get out of here. They're both very cute.
Yellow, good boy.
At least, yeah, they look. At least the coloring is the same. Honestly, as long as the color, if you're gonna go from a completely different breed, as long as the colors match together, I'm fine with it. I think that's totally fine. Totally, probably totally.
Oh,
awesome.
Okay.
Okay. And that is our segment on things that don't make sense, which I'm sure we'll do again because there's a million and one things we could talk about.
Oh, yeah. Pokemon doesn't make sense.
Honestly, no.
It wasn't until Legends that we found out why Pokeballs get small and all that stuff. So,
Arceus Legends? Yeah. What was the? See, I forgot what was the reason.
It was
stupid.
Because the Pokemon can do it themselves.
That's right. Yep. They just do it themselves. What?
It took you 25 years to come up with that one.
Okay. Okay, sure.
But I don't know. I'm feeling a lot of negativity tonight, and while I do enjoy spreading hate evenly, I really also like laughing because I think I have a cute laugh. So, one of my
okay,
what I think we should wrap up this episode with is a discussion on some of our favorite non-playable characters, or NPC for those of you who are cool like me, in the Pokemon universe. So I do actually have my absolute favorite is the guy that I alluded to earlier. The technology is amazing guy. He's in every generation.
He's your favorite.
And he's always so happy, no matter if it's like, look, I can make a call on a rotary phone. Or, hey, look, I can, ride this Corviknight from town to town for free. Technology's amazing. So he's my favorite guy. But one of sorry, I'm just looking down at my notey notes here. One of my others favorite / notable NPCs is interesting, whatever, guys.
Just NPC. It is a weird NPC that exists.
NPCs that are there that you take note of, okay?
Yes.
They're taking note of them for whatever reason.
For any reason whatsoever.
So, in Sun and Moon, he's near the beginning. You know how in Gen 1 we have Shorts Kid? I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. That kid?
Yeah.
Youngster Joey. In Lola, we have the kid that you walk up to him and he just goes, kneecaps. And he's just like, what? Why is this small child yelling kneecaps at me?
Why not? Just why not?
Is that the word that he learned that day in preschool? Like, look, kneecaps. And he's just so like, remember when you were little and you had something so stupid you learned in school, but you were excited to share it with everybody you talked to? Like, it was that.
Kneecaps. He learned what kneecaps were that day.
He learned about kneecaps. I don't know. He's always in my brain and in my heart. Shout out to you, kneecaps kid.
Bless the child.
Something else that sticks with me, and I didn't really catch on to it while playing the games, because the way that I play games first is, catch who I want, go through the story, try to analyze some of the lore, whatever, and then I do the ancillary stuff afterwards.
Okay.
So I didn't catch this the first time. But you know those battle cafes in X and Y?
Yes.
The chick who pretends she's a cat?
Oh, meow meow.
Yeah, I
Meow.
can't has battle. Okay, all right, calm down, meme lords. You know, like someone let the intern at Game Freak have control of a line of dialogue, and that's what they picked.
Oh my god, it gives me the "I made you a cupcake, but I eated it" vibes.
Yeah, I don't know if she's a waitress that you battle, but it's at one of the cafes.
Yes.
And it's just like, meow meow meow. I can has battle. No, my 3DS just ran out of battery.
Goodbye. Sorry, no, you cannot have battle.
Memorable as anything, though. I'll tell you that.
That's a word for it. Real quick, Adam Ask had a question for you.
Oh, hi.
What is the elbow, if not the kneecap, of the arm?
I'm going to send you $20 now.
Can I have 10?
That's a Adam Ask. You can.
Adam Ask.
You can split it.
Rogue said. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Let's say as far as melon scratchers go, that's a honeydew. So.
Rogue said roar means I love you in dinosaur. I'm just gonna move on from the
roar means I love you in tyrant. Okay.
Tyrant. Oh, Tyrantrum.
Who's ingrained in your frontal lobe?
So actually, only one really came to mind like immediately when you gave me this topic, and that would be in X and Y again. Of course, I'm talking about X and Y.
X and Y is very memorable.
In Lumios, there's that one building. It's like an office building, and you go up the elevator to one of the floors, and you walk out of the elevator, and all of a sudden, the ghost of this little girl comes out the wall. She comes to you. I think she says something. I don't recall what.
You're not the one, or you're not who I'm looking for, or.
And then she just like floats away, and there's just no explanation.
I'm not here for that. It's just.
I was like, hold on a second. I myself thought that was like the best thing I've ever seen in a Pokemon game.
Was she the one that had the still walking animation?
Yeah, I don't think she like moved her legs. She just
the feet. Yeah,
she was just like floated on by, and I was like, that was very bizarre. But I'm also here for it. Again, I want to say it. They need to make a horror themed Pokemon game. I'm gonna manifest that into existence.
If you want something kind of dark, there's a fan made game I can suggest to you.
Okay, yeah. Do that to me. Yeah.
But it's a lot of these characters that stick out. They're little kids. Like, they're not the kids that are your age or the adults in the game. They're usually the little kids. So, another little kid for me. He's in Hoenn, underneath the volcano. The air is tasty here.
I'm sorry. What? It's tasty. The air.
The air is underneath a volcano, nonetheless. The air is, I mean, unless friggin' Archie is on top of the volcano, you know, where you left him, and he's roasting some hot dogs over the top of the volcano, and it's wafting down the hill.
Throwing hot dogs down the mountain. That's not air, buddy. You're eating hot dogs.
One for you. Archie he turns into a complete good guy after you beat the story, and he's just up there grilling for everyone down at the base of the mountain. And I'd buy it.
I'd be there for that. But
yeah, I mean that kid, he's like, that line is just like, the air is tasty here. I've never said that once in my life.
You never said, ooh, the air.
Maybe tomorrow at the Starbucks Reserve. I don't know.
Hey, you know what? Taste and smell are like linked. So yeah, maybe. You know what though? There are instances where like, well, I guess it's different. So you know, horsey sauce from Arby's.
Yes.
I like it. First of all, let me just throw that out there. But it tastes like the smell of nail polish to me. Right? It makes no sense, but it tastes like the smell of something. I'm like, what the? Maybe that's what's going on here.
Okay, maybe this kid was sniffing some nail polish before, and that's what's happening. I don't know.
Yummy.
I mean, I have a couple other that stand out. One stands out to me because his illustration is so hideous, and it's in I almost said Galar. Well, it is Galar, but I almost like turned that into a verb. It's in Sword and Shield. The artist, when you're about to enter Fairy Town, the artist guy, his sprite or character design is so creepy and ugly. I can't look at it.
You'll have to send it to me because I honestly don't know what it looks like.
Yeah, he's just a whacked out old man. Like, calm down.
Rogue, real quick. Rogue asked me if I ever had horseradish, and yes, I love horseradish. However, horsey sauce is different. Yes, it's horseradish. Like, I'm sure it's in there, but that specifically tastes different than just straight up horseradish. Sorry, I had to clarify that because I'm like, girl, yes, I have. I love it. Anyways, go ahead.
Also, in that region, which is a character I love, I'm absolutely 100%. If he had a fan club, I would sign up yesterday.
Okay.
Ball guy.
Ball guy.
I love the ball guy.
How did I forget about ball guy? You right.
I absolutely love ball guy. Rounding out the list for me, it just all of the original, and this may also be a character trait of Gen 1, like we were talking about with the Elite Four members. Any of the psychic tamer tellers, whatever they're called, inside of Lavender Tower.
Okay.
Hex Maniac, that's their class.
Yes.
Any Hex Maniac, I just get the willies. Oh.
You don't like them?
No. They're too weird.
Why am I surprised?
I don't like them.
Why am I surprised that my favorite trainer classes are just not for you?
And then also a factor of these all just keep popping in my head because I remember them as I talk about them.
Go off, dogs.
I'm here. Did you ever on Cycling Path? Did you ever take a close look at the crotch protector on the bikers?
I cannot say I have.
It's a Bellsprout head.
No, it's not. Hold on. No. Hold, please. We are. Hold on. What game is this again?
Yellow, red, or blue.
Pokemon. Yellow.
Biker trainer sprite.
Biker trainer sprite. Hold, please. We are doing this live. Oh.
Right?
I'm sorry. Excuse me?
Exactly.
Y'all, you're gonna have to Google this yourself. I ain't.
It's a little Bellsprout on his Pokeball.
There's a Bellsprout on his Bellsprout. What is going on here? Oh my god. That's gotta be an accident. Like, that can't be purposeful, right?
No. But then this leads me to another connection.
Oh my god.
Of a memorable NPC.
Oh, the Bellsprout crotch got you thinking?
I'm always thinking about Bellsprout crotches. In Gen 5, I think I saw him in the trailer for Scarlet and Violet because everything's a motorcycle. It's Charles, the Heartbreaker.
Charles the Heartbreaker?
Yes.
Who's that?
He's by where you get introduced to multi-battles.
Okay. Oh, that guy.
And that's all he says. He's like, I'm Charles, the Heartbreaker. And then he just rooms away. So I'm pretty sure
he's in the anime.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're bringing him back for Scarlet and Violet.
Oh,
I swear I saw that in the trailer.
Oh, great. Yeah, no, you're right. But he looks very different in different games.
But everything's a motorcycle. They could not bring back, or they cannot not bring back Charles the Heartbreaker. Some hearts need broken, let me tell you.
That's so weird. I don't remember him at all. I don't listen to NPCs. I'm like, goodbye.
No, trust me, there's even if you're not central to the story, if you have something stupid or funny, I'm gonna remember it.
There's one NPC that I found when I was like looking up some NPCs. And in Ruby and Sapphire, there's a kid that says, being beaten this often actually feels good now. So that's strange.
I'm calling child services. Okay.
I'm like, excuse me? Oh, yeah. Okay, so cool knees. I see. I gotta catch more Pokemon. Pokemon with cool knees are so neat. What's up with knees? We got kneecaps.
Yeah, Junichi Masuda, you have something to tell me, buddy?
Something about knees going on. And then apparently in Fire Red and Leaf Green, there's an NPC scientist dude who says, "I get this uncontrollable urge to steal other people's Pokemon." Excuse me. Oh,
I mean,
sorry, go ahead. I just found one that I remember. I do remember this one.
No, I was gonna say we had the robber classes at one point. So
That's true. I do remember the fairy tale girl. There's like a little girl in X and Y.
Is it the storytelling house?
Where was it? Hold on. Found. I don't know, but she says, "Shh, rest now and close your eyes. You won't ever need open them again." It's a little.
Remember. Yeah, I think I remember that.
I'm sorry. What?
No, thank you, small child. See, Game Freak has the young children do all the weird stuff, and I don't like it.
It's true. And then the last one of note on this list that I think you saw as well, in the Battle Frontier in Pokemon Ruby and Emerald, one of the trainers said, "I swallow sludge to transform myself."
Yeah, that guy's just got an issue. You ever see My Strange Addiction?
I was about to say My Strange Addiction, Pokemon Edition.
People out there chewing rocks and drinking paint, and no.
Rogue said they are called Game Freak. Freak.
Emphasis on the freak. Okay.
After all, so.
Oh Lord, that was an exhausting one today.
I know there's a lot of looking up crap.
There's a lot of emotions in this one.
Yeah, weird NPCs. What else? What are we gonna talk about? Elite Fours that suck.
Elite Four, yeah. And then things that don't make sense. I think maybe that's what drained our brain, was we were trying to make sense out of things that don't make sense.
Don't make sense. These NPCs don't make sense. This Elite Four sucks. Here we are. We're so positive, Docs. Honestly, truly.
The only thing that makes sense is having Pikachu as the mascot. So
okay, that it could be any other mascot. I want to die on that hill. I want to die on that hill that it could have been Eevee, it could have been Psyduck, it could have been Meowth, it could have been.
Shoot your shot, baby.
It could have been Bellsprout.
That one guy really would have been for Bellsprout. Yeah.
Could you imagine Bellsprout being the mascot? Oh my god!
All the merch would just fly. Oh, speaking of merch that you don't expect to fly.
Oh,
did you see it fly?
Yeah, I did briefly.
Well, for those who aren't that quick with their eyesight, I forgot today's plushie of the day is a Golbat.
It's a Golbat. For those of you listening, is that a sitting cutie?
It is.
Does it actually sit?
Yes.
Oh my god! It passed the sit test.
It passed the sit. So here he is.
That's great. Docs, I know we probably talked about it, but they released a Gastrodon sitting cuties.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm getting the pink one at some point.
I'm out of room.
Make room. Buy a new shelf.
I do. I have a brand new shelf that I have nowhere to put.
You have room. I've been in your basement. There's like a wall and a half ish. I'll come over and I'll show you. How about that?
Yeah, you're coming over next month anyways. So
Animas said it could have been a Gengar. That would have been amazing. Mascot.
The plushie?
No, the mascot.
I'm like, there's plenty of Gengar plushies over here. Pick one.
He's my mascot in my head, so.
Mine's Pineco because he's great. So.
Can you imagine? First of all, that's Gen 2, so there's an issue there. Also, yeah. Anyways, Pineco. Sure. Are there any other NPCs that you had to talk about?
No, I think the spark plugs went and then fizzled. So
we are running on fumes here, people. It's fine. But next week we have a very special guest, Mr. John B. Juice, aka Executive Director of Stream for Cause, will be here, and we're talking about water type Pokemon, and it might be at 7:00 next week.
Yes.
But I will let everyone know. I'll be posted on social media, and we'll let everyone know what time it actually is. It might be an hour earlier next week, but we will let you know for sure. So it's gonna be super exciting.
This week we had apple juice. Next week you got zombie juice. The week after, crayon raspberry, probably. I don't know. I don't know what our topic is beyond next week. But yeah, we're talking all about water, so it's gonna be great. And that'll be sandwiched with best fossil and favorite art of a certain card. So we've been picking a Pokemon and perusing its variations of Pokemon cards that have been printed. If anybody has any suggestions, which card you'd like us, or which Pokemon you'd like to review their cards.
Oh, I already know what we're gonna do.
Oh, well, screw you guys. Ghost has an idea.
Screw you guys. No, I'm sorry. But thank you guys for watching. I'm actually going to be playing some Alagernauts tonight with, what's their username? Jeff. Oh,
Feelgood Inc.
Feelgood Inc. That's right. So I will be switching over. So if you want to watch some of that, stick around. But otherwise, hopefully see you next week. Have a good weekend, and we will see you next time.
Good night.